Hello and welcome to the SimRacing A Series. We're here in Canada for round 5 of the SimRacing, commentating on this Canada race. Sharon Kukul is absent due to personal commitments, so we are here in Canada. It's a great race, really looking forward to this track, and we're currently in a practice session. We have got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left, so let's see what the drivers can do. Okay, so we're just heading into the qualifying session. The top 10 drivers will advance to a Q2 session. And in Q2 we will have Parc Fermé rules, where there will be limited changes on the setup, and they can use whatever tyre they like in this qualifying session. The drivers are heading to the end of the pit lane. And the green light is on at the end of the pit lane, and we are going in this qualifying session. This track is 4.361 kilometers long. It's got 13 corners, it's a clockwise circuit. Tyre wear's low here, which is why we're using the super softs and the soft tyres. The soft being the prime tyre and the super soft being the option tyre. And we've got medium to low downforce here in Canada, and it's got the makings to be a great race. Big long straights, 2 DRS zones. I'm really looking forward to this race. Let's see who can get on pole position. Okay, so Martin Jonas is the first one to start his lap. Let's see what time he can do in the first sector. He's going around turn 5, heading into the second sector. What will this first sector be? It appears something's happened to Martin Jonas, but we'll come back to him. Oh, he's actually disconnected, in fact. So Johnny Simon's just done a 21.791 in the first sector. Great first sector. Let's try and run on board with him. So he's braking at the 100 meter board. First gear. He's trying to get the car straight so he can get the maximum top speed down the straight. It's on the super soft tyre. And he's going to open up the DRS now. Let's see what top speed Johnny can get. He's on 320 kilometers per hour, and he takes the chicanes very well. DRS open again. What time will this be for Johnny Simon? 17.572, great lap from Johnny, and he's only 0.33 tenths off Mohamed Patel. Marco Conti's just gone 2 tenths faster. Marco Conti's looking actually very strong here in Canada. So this is your top 10 as it currently stands. So we've got Michael Conti in first place. Then we've got Patrick Holzman. I think he's a new driver to FSR, driving for Twister Racing Blue. And then we've got Mohammed Patel in third, driving for the Twister main team. Johnny Simon for Byrocross Positive Racing in fourth. Then we've got Thomas Mundy in fifth, Fast and Speed. Daniel Kiss in sixth for Twister Racing Blue. Thomas Sadler in seventh for Go To Be Racing. Geno Valiano is in 8th place, Shooto Man 9th for Precision, and Danny Van Den Eep rounds out the top 10 for Crown 7 Netrex. Okay, so we're going to ride on with Marco Conti, driver for Twister Racing. See what he can do. He could be strong here and maybe get pole position, but it really depends on how good his pace is here in Canada. So here we go. He goes through the chicanes. So here we go for a lap of Montreal with Marco Conti, driving for Twister Racing Blue. DRS open as we go down the start finish straight into turn 1 and then into turn 2. Needs to maximise the exit of turn 2 so he can get a good exit and get into turn 3 and then 4. Gets good in, so you don't want to hit the wall because you may end up damaging your car severely. Into turn 6 and 7. And now he's getting a good exit on the curve a bit, but he's up on his sector 1 time, sorry. His brakes to the 100 metre board. Mind those white curbs, otherwise he will get. Otherwise they will unsettle the car. At the 100 metre board, should be in first or second gear, in fact. And he's going a bit of oversteer for Michael Conti. He's down. He's now lost time in the middle sector. Well, his DRS open. What top speed will Michael Conti have? 328 kilometers per hour. It's great top speed from the Twister Racing driver. What can he do in this final sector? He's slower by 1/10. So we've got 3 minutes and 10 seconds left of this qualifying session. At the moment, Gino Valiano needs to improve, Alex Diaz needs to improve, Gennaro Saliento needs to improve, Chris Young needs to improve, Artem Azalamai Shan, Marco Conti needs to improve, and Godek has got back of the grid penalty for both races, race 1 and 2 that is. For infringements in the post-race checks, and Gobby is just setting a lap now. Patrick Holzman is looking very strong here indeed. He's gone through the final chicanes, go bits too. Oh, and he spun the car. He was on for a good lap, but just spun the car on the exit of the last corner. So we're just going to have a look at the driver standings currently. We've got Shiv Taman in first on 206 points. We've got Mohammed Patel on 185 points. Then we got Marco Conti in third on 183 points. Johnny Simon on 123 points. And then we've got Martin Hodas in fifth on 105 points. Then we've got Thomas Sadler on 103 points, Carlos Martin joint with Daniel Kiss on 102 points. We've got Alvaro Torres in ninth on 94 points, and then we've got Miko Hoyer, who is not participating in this round, and he's on 76 points. As well as Miko Hoyer not participating is Alvaro Torres and Peter Helmbro due to personal commitments. So as we're just coming up to the end of this qualifying session, Marco Conti's gone purple in the first sector. He's done a 21.649. Marco Conti is looking very strong here in Canada, and as the drivers just complete their last lap, their flying laps, see who can advance into the Q2 session. And Martin Hodas has just entered the game, or server, sorry. I think he's been having trouble with connection. So Siliento comes across the line. It only goes P12, so he won't be participating in the Q2 session. And here comes Mohammed Patel. What can he do? Doesn't improve. For you people that are watching the YouTube broadcast, if you would like to ask a question for me, then just put hashtag ask the commentator, and I'll try and answer as many questions as I can for you guys. And we've currently got Mohammed Patel currently going green in the middle sector. What can he do in this final sector? Doesn't improve. So that is the end of the Q1 session. So we got Marco Conti in first place, doing a great job for Twister, as well as Johnny Simon in second place, also doing a great job for Biocross Positive. Then in third place, we've got Mohammed Patel, Patrick Holzman in fourth place. Then we've got Shuri Toman in fifth, Daniel Kiss in sixth, Norbert Leitner in seventh, Thomas Sadler in eighth, Thomas Mundy in ninth, and Danny Van Den Eet rounding out the top 10. So now the drivers are in part firm conditions. They'll only have one flying lap and they'll have limited changes on the setup. And Danny Van Den Eet is currently waiting at the end of the pit lane, and we are go in this Q2 session. Norbert Leitner is also going out for fast and speed. See what he can do. He could do well here in this Canadian Grand Prix. So Danny Van Den Eet will be the first driver to set a flying lap in this Q2 session. What can he do? Might be able to do well for Crown 7 Netrex. Okay, so here we go, a lap of Montreal with Danny Van Den Eet for Crown 7 Netrex. DRS open, we head down to the start for the straight, pits on the left hand side. And he goes into the first corner, second corner, takes it very well. Gets a good exit on it out of turn 2. And then into turn 3 and 4, brakes to the 50-meter board. Gets it nicely, doesn't hit the wall through turns 5. And then brakes between the 50 and the 100-meter board. And then he's on to turn 7. Gets a good exit as well. Looking like a very well-balanced car. Is Danny Van Den Eet's. Brakes to the 100-meter board. Lines out for them white curbs. Locks up a bit, but he's now heading down. Brakes to the 100-meter board again. First gear. Wants to keep it as straight as possible so then he can get the maximum top speed down this straight. We'll have DRS open now. He's hitting 323 kilometers an hour, brakes at the 100-meter board, gets too much of the curb, and he's now setting a lap time. This is the benchmark for all the other drivers, a 1:18.7. Not a bad lap from Danny Van Den Eet. And we've also got Patrick Holzman going very quick in the middle sector. He's done a 24.8. What can he do in the final sector? He's got his DRS open, hitting 326 kilometers an hour. Gets the chicanes very well. Now what can he do? What will this lap time be? 17.3. That's a great lap from Patrick there. Toman goes P4 Precision Motorsports. That was an 18.121. Not a bad lap from Shuri, but not on his usual pace where he's leading. Johnny Simon's been looking incredibly strong this weekend. He's got his DRS open now. It's all about getting them final couple of corners right, so then he can get the maximum, so he can get the best time. All this time B for Johnny Simon. Goes P5. Not a bad lap from Johnny there. And that rounds up our qualifying session. So Mohammed Patel has got position for Twister Racing, and Patrick Holmes debuting. A series for Twister, so it's a Twister lockout on the front row. And we've got Norbert Leitner in 3rd place for Fast and Speed, great job from him. Marco Conti in 4th place for Twister Racing, and then we've got Johnny Simon for Biocross Positive Sim Racing in 5th, Shuhei Toman in 6th for Precision, Thomas Mundy in 7th for Fast and Speed, Danny Van Den Eet in 8th for Crown 7 Netrex, and Daniel Kiss in 9th for Twister Racing Blue. And then we've got Tom Sadler rounding out the top 10 for Go Speed. So as we begin the warm-up session, this will sort of give you an idea of how well they will do in the race, what race times they will be setting. I think Mohammed Patel could do well here. I think he's got, he's got a great setup for his car. He's looking very strong. He could take the championship lead off Shuhei Toman. Shuhei Toman doesn't score many points. So if so, it could be a title race could be on, could be a title changer in fact. So Shiri Toman is the first one to set a warm-up time. Let's see what time he can do in this warm-up session. What will his first sector be? A 22.669. Not a bad first sector from Shiri there. So he's heading down into turn 10, first gear. He's getting it nice and straight so he can get the biggest top speed down the casino straight. DRS, no, he's not using DRS. He's doing it as a race simulation. Brakes just before the 100-meter board. Gets it nice in the chicanes. All this time be for Shiri Toman. 120.287, not a bad lap from. And Mohammed Patel has just gone quickest in the middle sector. What will this final lap time be for him? 120.1. Good lap for Mohammed Patel for Twister. And Thomas Mundy's just putting a time of 121.6, 1.5 seconds off the pace. May have made a mistake in that lap. And Marek Gerdit's looking very strong in the first sector. It's gone quickest out of anyone on the 22.304. He's got it nicely set up after turn 10. See what he can do in this final sector. .322 kilometers per speed driver, 7/10 quicker than Mohammed Patel on the super soft tyres as well. It's a very good lap from Marek there. And Martin Herdas has just gone fastest in the middle sector with a 25.604. And he's come P2 with a 119.390. They're showing some great race pace in this warm-up session. So we've got 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Travis is just getting a feel for the car with the heavy fuel load. Marco Conti goes P3 with a 119.521. Colin Marek Godak is still fastest in this warm-up time, in this warm-up session. And he's looking very strong, as is Martin Herdas and Marco Conti. Johnny Simons, P4, with a 119.747. And Johnny Simons has gone fastest in that middle sector with a .553. Sitting 313 kilometers per hour. Gets the chicanes nicely done. Gets a bit of oversteer. And what will this time be for Johnny Simon? 19.7. Stays the same. Martin Hernas is coming to cross the line on the soft tyres to start his flying lap. In second gear through turn 1 and then 2. And it gets a bit twitchy on the exit, but then we're heading down into turn 3 and 4. Mine's out for the wall. Make sure he doesn't carry any suspension damage. Race to turn 6 and then gets a good exit out of turn 7. Race to the 100 metre more, mine's out for them white curbs. Now into turn 10, brakes at the 100 metre board. Second gear, gets a good exit out of turn 10. Now he's heading down this long straight. And he's hitting 320 kilometers per hour. And he's gone over the white curb. What will this time be for Martin Herdas on the soft tyres? A 120.93, not a bad lap from Martin Herdas. So we've now got 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this warm-up session. And Marek Godak has just gone fastest in the first sector, but then had an incident. So we've now got 20 seconds in this warm-up session. Nobody's currently going purple. Shuri Taman has gone a personal best in the middle sector and stays in 5th place, so it doesn't improve. So the drivers will just be finishing their flying laps in this warm-up session with their heavy fuel loads.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
So on pole position we have Mohammed Patel for Twister Racing. Then we got Patrick Holzman in second place, but also for Twister Racing. Then we got Norbert Leitner in third place. Then we got Michael Conti in fourth place. Johnny Simon in fifth. Sherry Terman in sixth. Thomas Mundy in seventh. Daniel Anthony in eighth. Daniel Kiss in ninth. Thomas Sadler in 11th. Then we've got Guido Valeriano in 11th place. Franzo Gobbi. And we've got Gennaro Celiento in 13th place. And we've got Alex Diaz in 14th. Chris de Jong is in 15th place. And then we've got Azalamai Jan in 16th place. Then we've got Marconi in 17th place. Hodas in 18th place. And Godek in 19th. Canada has got the makings for a great race in this FSR season. David Dominguez has done a fantastic job from the conversion from the R Factor 1 track. Looks great. All credit goes to him for all his work, and Edward Malorqui for doing all his work and helping David with all his efforts. And Martin Hodas has just left the race. He must be having connection issues. So we've only got 18 drivers in this A series. So Mohammed Patel leads the way to begin this race. It's a twister front row. Although Patrick is on the dirt side of the track, so that may hinder his start. So Norbert Leitner could get up into second place if that does happen. So Mohammed Patel lines up his car in the first position spot. So as all the drivers line up their cars to begin this Formula SimRacing 2014 A Series Grand Prix in Canada, Montreal. What can they do? What can Norbert Leitner do in Canada? So we have one light, we have two lights, we have three lights, four lights, five lights. Lights off and away we go. Mohammed Patel gets a good start. Patrick has got a good start as well, but Norbert Leitner might come around turn two. And Patrick still holds his position. He's got it coming from his engine. I'm sure that will clear away when he carries on around the lap. So all the drivers make it through cleanly. So we've got Mohammed Patel in first, Patrick Holzman in second, Norbert Leitner in third, Marco Conti in fourth, Johnny Simon in fifth, Drew Toman in sixth, Daniel Kiss in seventh, Thomas Sadler in eighth, Fabioso Gobbi in 9th place, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and Guillermo Valeriano in 10th place. The drivers have kept it clean in this first lap of this ace race. So Mohammed Patel has got a 9th, 10th gap to Patrick Holzman, his Twister teammate. Twister are doing a great job, leading in first and second place. Norbert Leitner also doing a great job in third place, and Marco Conti is as well. I believe Thomas Mundy had an incident because he's dropped to the back of the grid. So something's definitely happened to Thomas Mundy. Actually, Holzman's looking very strong, and he's getting onto the back of Mohammed Patel. Will he try to pass him? No, he doesn't. And we just have Marco Conti off the track. Up at turn 1. So he's going to have to go into the pits for repairs. It's pretty much ruined Marco Conti's race, but hopefully he can climb up through the field. Hopefully there isn't too much damage on that car, and he's actually just hit the wall again. So I think his suspension may have just took another whack. So Mohammed Patel still leads in first place, doing a great job for Twister, as is Patrick Holzman in second place. Then we got Johnny Simon in third place, doing a great job for Biocross Positive Racing. And he's now got Shuey Tauman on his tail. No DRS until the third lap. Towards Sadler, he's currently looking at an alternate strategy as he's on the soft tyres. It's going to really ruin everyone else's race, like Gobbies and Valiano and Ciento, if they can't get past Thomas, as they'll just be slower because he's on the softer tyre, which is the prime tyre. Mohammed Patel's just gone fastest in the first sector. Clean air definitely being a benefit for him. Maybe he can try and pull away from Holzman. So both Twister drivers are pulling out a good gap from Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon's doing a great job clearing Shuey Tauman. Currently it's a 5/10 gap between Shuey Tauman and Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon's doing a great job. So hope that can continue for him. He gets a little bit twitchy out of turn 2. He's doing okay. Holzman has just gone fastest in the first sector with a 22.4. He's getting quite close to Mohammed Patel. He will have DRS if he's in the second window. See if he does. Indeed he does. I think Mohammed Patel is just too far away for him to make a pass. If he does well in the chicane, then he maybe could take him. He's got his DRS open again, but Mohammed Patel's just been very strong for Holzman, but they're both doing a good job. Chris Young is in 10th place, starting from outside the top 10, so he's doing a good job. Thomas Mundy's also climbing up from the drivers. He's come from the back of the grid to be in P12, so he's doing a good job for fast and speed. And we have Marco Conti has retired from the race. So as we come to complete lap 5, Mohammed Patel is still in first place. Then we got Patrick Holzman still in second. So Twister locking out first and second. John Simon still in third. That'll be a great result for Johnny if he can keep that. And Thomas Mundy's right on the back of Gobby. It's a big fight for 10th with involving 4. And Marconi could get involved in this if he does catch up to Thomas. And Mohammed Patel completes lap 7 of this Formula SimRacing A Series Canadian Grand Prix. Still the top 3 is unchanged. And we're on board with Thomas Mundy as Gobby's got DRS, but can Thomas catch up to Gobby? Can he take him into turn 1? No, he plays it safe. But the battle for 10th is still on. Mohammed Patel has now got a 1.3 second gap to his teammate, so his teammate's now out of the DRS window. So Mohammed Patel could just pull away with this race if he makes no mistakes. Valeriano and Ciliento really struggling behind Sadler. This will really hurt them because they will lose so much time because Sadler is on a completely different strategy to what Thomas is on. And Valeriano is right on the back of Thomas Sadler. Can he make it? Can he make a move down the Casino straight? And Ciliento is there as well, but he will get DRS on Valeriano. This could be a good duel for 5th place. Mark Godak doing a good job for Go Speed, up in 8th place from the back of the grid. What a duel this is for 10th place now, with Chris Young still holding out in 10th. Gobby, you would expect to come and pass them because he's on the super soft tyres as Malaysian gets a bit out of shape. But see what he can do. But the DTO will really hurt Gobby because his tyre wear will increase, his engine temperatures will increase. He really does need to pass them both since they're on the opposite strategy to what he's on. The gap between Patel and Holzman is now 3 seconds, so Patel is really running away with this Grand Prix. Simon is now only 6 seconds from Holzman, so maybe he could look to get a move done next lap. And Valeriano is looking at Thomas Sadler. See what he can do. Thomas Sadler is doing a great job, considering he's on the soft tyres and up in 5th place. And Marek Godak has completely destroyed his Ghostspeed car. Maybe we can get a replay of that. And it's the wall, it's the book that people have been complaining about, and it's claimed its first victim. Just got too wide out of turn 4, and that's a shame for Marek Godak. He was doing a good job. And we got Holzman in the pits, out in P4 ahead of Sadler, so that's worked out quite well for him. He isn't stuck behind the Ghostspeed car on the opposite strategy. So with them super soft tyres, can he catch up on Towman and maybe pass them? And Valeriano still hasn't passed Sadler. He's really struggling. Just shows how much pace that Ghostspeed car has got. And the battle for 9th place between 3 drivers is still continuing. They just can't pass each other yet. Gobby is still behind them both. He really does need to look to pass, otherwise his tyres are just going to go off and then he will have to make a pit stop. He could try to undercut them, but they're on the soft tyres, so it would have to take a long time for that to become effective. And Diaz has lost his front wing. Maybe we can look at look what happened on a replay. And Marconi and Diaz have just had an incident. Marconi just drove straight into Diaz. He spun and then Diaz had nowhere to go. It's really unfortunate for Diaz. I think the stewards will have a look at that after the race. So Mohamed Patel still leads this Canadian Grand Prix with a 5-second gap to Johnny Simon. Simon doing a good job. Shu Toman's in 3rd. Thomas Sadler in 4th. Guido Valeriano in 5th place, Daniel Kiss in 6th, Patrick Holzman in 7th, Gino Celiento in 8th, Chris Young in 9th, Atom Aslamajan in 10th place, Giuseppe Marconi in 11th, Daniel Antonit in 12th, Thomas Mundy in 13th, Norbert Leitner in 14th, Gobby in 15th, and Diaz in 16th place. And there is a huge incident between Gobby and Azerbaijan, and that is a huge incident. I think Gobby's actually retired. Yes, he has. He's DNF. And he went straight into the path of Marconi. So I think the stewards will have a look at that one as well. Sadler is now pulling away from Valeriano. I think Valeriano's tyres may be going off, which has caused him to lose time to Sadler, and he may have to pit as a result. Cristiano's now got a good bit of clean air and doesn't have the pressure from behind. Shiritoman's really catching up to Johnny Simon. Johnny Simon's really struggling on them super soft tyres. Azerbaijan has just gone wide. It's going to really cost him time against Christian. He's got to make a pull that ground again to try and pass him. So Mohammed Patel just getting past Marconi, the back marker. And Simon's actually got a second back from to Mohammed Patel, so he's maybe got some pace still left in them tyres. And we have Bobby has now left the server after his incident. Sadler is still ahead of Valeriano on them soft tyres. I'm sure Valeriano will be pitting soon because his tyres must have gone off by now, because some people have really been struggling on them super soft tyres. We've only managed to get them to lap 11, so Valeriano's doing a good job if his tyres are still with him on them super soft tyres. And now Holzman has really caught up to Valeriano. He can maybe look to pass on them pressure tyres. He does need to pass him, otherwise he will get stuck behind him and it will cause him to use his tyres. So Holzman will get DRS on Valeriano. What can he do? DRS is open. And cleanly passes round Valeriano, hitting 326 kilometers per hour, really showing the straight line speed of that Twister racing car. And Johnny Simon still holding station in second place, doing a good job, still on them super soft tyres, not very high tyre wear here, in fact quite low, so I wouldn't expect people to pit very often unless they really have to. It should be a one stop here in Canada. Now Daniel Kiss is right on the back of Valeriano too, so Valeriano's tyres could be going off. Let's see if Daniel Kiss can get it on the DRS straight. Here we go, can Daniel Kiss take Valeriano? Has he got a high enough top speed? No, he doesn't. Maybe he can get him on this next straight, and actually Daniel Kiss dives into pit lane. So Daniel Kiss goes for the prime tyre, the soft tyre. So he should be out in clean air from Chris de Jong. He's got some people to get. And Johnny Simon has pitted for the prime tyre as well. He's going for the undercut on Juri Toman. Maybe he can get this to work. And Juri Toman actually pits now. And Patel has pitted as well. And Patel just leaves his pit box as Juri Toman comes into his pit box. So all them precision mechanics can do. So on to the soft tyres as well. And Johnny Simon's got the undercut on Juri Toman. Juri Toman's now behind Johnny Simon. He's just got ahead of Tom Sadler. So this is your top 10. Mohamed Patel leads in first place with Johnny Simon in second, Juri Toman in third, Tom Sadler in fourth place, Patrick Holzman in fifth, Gino Saliento in sixth, Daniel Kiss in seventh, Gennaro Valeriano in 8th place, Artem Azerbaijan in 9th, and Chris de Jong rounds out the top 10. So Holzman would have a go on Sadler's caught upswing. This is for P4. He's got his DRS open. So has Sadler. So Holzman won't make any ground on the Go Speed car. But he's got good traction on the super soft tyres. What can Holzman do? Maybe he can get him into turn 1, but he's too far behind him. And he gets a bit out of shape into turn 1. So maybe his tyres are overheating being behind that Go Speed car. If Sadler doesn't have DRS, come the DRS detection point, which is the beginning of turn 10, then Holzman will have Sadler. So Holtzman is right on the back of Sadler. Can he take him with DRS? Still no, that Twister Racing car hasn't got enough top speed to take Sadler. He's got a poor exit out on the final corner, so he won't take Sadler here. This is going to really hurt his tyres with the heat from Sadler's Ghost Speed car. But he's having a look up the inside as they head into turn 3. He's going to get the dirty air, so he's going to really struggle behind Sadler. Goes through turn 5 and now breaks down into turn 6. And Sadler gets a bit out of shape. Could Holtzman have him here? Gets a good toe off that Ghost Speed car, maybe he can. But no. But we're coming up to the DRS zone on the Casino Straight, so if Holtzman just keeps behind Sadler now, he can take him on this DRS zone if he has got enough top speed. But he's got a poor exit out of turn 10, so he may not be able to pass Sadler. And Sadler actually hits, so that's released Holtzman, so he can now go and get Shiri Toman if he's still got enough life left in them tyres. So Thomas Sadler exits pit lane and he's come out in P7, so he's come ahead of Valeriano on the super soft tyres. Maybe he can make these super soft tyres last all the distance of the race. So if he can, he will do a great job for Ghost Speed. And he's got Daniel Kiss ahead of him, and Daniel Kiss is on the soft tyre, which is the prime tyre. So if he gets within a second, he could look to take Daniel Kiss. But Sadler is not within a second of Daniel Kiss at the DRS detection zone, so he won't get the DRS from Daniel Kiss's car. So unless Thomas Sadler has got a really good top speed to catch up to Daniel Kiss a bit more, then he will have to wait up to the next lap. Mohammed Patel still leads this race with a 7.5 second gap to Johnny Simon. He's really pulling away from the Barrocross Positive SimRacing car on their soft tyres. This comes into turn 10. It's very nicely. And he's just really cruising around this track, really doing well for Twister Racing. He will take the championship lead if he wins race 1. And then he needs to do well in race 2 in order to take the championship off Shiri Toman. And Holtzman has just spun, so that's really going to hurt his tyres and his chance of getting, and he's just made a huge lockup as well. So he's going to be really destroying them tyres. He may have to pit again to fulfill his tyre allocation. So he will have to go onto the prime tyre anyway, but he's really struggling, and he has in fact lost his front wing, so he is pitting now. He's now in P8 as well, and he will get overtaken by Azam Lajan and possibly Chris de Jong, so it may drop him all the way down to 10th if they can't get his car fixed in time. And Azerbaijan actually just pits as well. And he goes for the super soft tyres. And Thomas Mundy's also into the pits, so we've got plenty of cars into the pit lane. And Sadler is right on the back of the Twister Racing car, and he just gets a bit out of shape out to turn 10. But he still has DRS, so maybe he can claw back the time that he lost when he got a bit out of shape out of turn. Now Sadler's right on the back of Daniel Kiss. He's having a look into turn 1, but he can't get it done. And he's going up the inside of Daniel Kiss, and it's getting very close together. Daniel Kiss still holds 5th place. As they're both going to turn 6, and he is very close. If he just keeps that 3/10 gap, he will get DRS and he will pass Daniel Kiss. Sadler has got a very good top speed. He has got the DRS when he comes down the casino straight, and Patrick Holzman has left the game. He was doing so well for Twister, and now he's just left, but we're focusing on Sadler. What can he do against Daniel Kiss? He's catching him. He's got DRS again. Can he catch up to the Twister Racing driver, or has that Twister Racing car just got too much top speed for Sadler to pass? And Daniel Kiss gets a bit out of shape into turn 1, but still holds 5th place. Just a reminder for you guys on YouTube, if you have a question, remember to use hashtag #AskTheCommentator if you want a question answering. And Mohammed Patel is just coming up to some traffic of Chris de Jong, and I believe that is Alex Diaz as well, as he comes to complete lap 27, still holding strong in 1st place. And Sadler for P5, can he take Daniel Kiss with DRS? He's getting ever closer to that Twister Racing car. He gets good traction out of here, which he does. So into pits, but still he just can't get past Daniel Kiss, and this is going to really hurt Thomas Sadler's tyres if he can't get past the Twister Racing car. And Chris de Jong's right on the back of Alex Diaz, so maybe he can get DRS and try to overtake the Bicross Positive SimRacing car. Here comes Chris de Jong. Can he take him? And he's just outbroke himself, and that's a huge crash. He just went straight over the curbs. Luckily Mohammed Patel didn't get collected in that. And Christian's actually just gone wide. So maybe he has in fact lost his front wing as well, so going to be really struggling. He's just gone off the track. Christian will go into the pit lane, and he's pulling his car over to retire. So, out of the people who started this race, which was 18 cars, we now only have 14 drivers on the track. So, it's been quite a high attrition rate here in Canada. Some corners catching people out. And we have Alex Diaz in the pit lane, going for the super soft tyres. So Saliento's right on the back of Valeriano. Can he take him? 327 kilometers per hour, gets the job done. That's a fantastic pass from Saliento in that Crown 7 Netrex car. And Sadler is still behind Daniel Kiss. His super soft tyres are going to be getting very hot. He really does need to clear that Twister Racing car. So this is your top 10 on lap 30. So we have Mohammed Patel in first place, got Johnny Simon in second, third is Yuri Toman, fourth is Daniel Kiss, Thomas Sadler holds out in fifth place, Geno Saliento is in sixth place, Valeriano is in seventh, Leitner is in eighth, Danny Van Der Neet is in ninth, and Azmalajan is in 10th place, doing a good job. Now, this is Sadler's best chance to get past Daniel Kiss, right on the back of the Twister Racing car. He's having a look into turn one. Daniel Kiss has outbroke himself, and they made contact. There may be some damage on that Twister Racing car's side pod. Sadler's looking into turn 3 and 4. Still just can't get past Daniel Kiss. Maybe some frustration in that cockpit. So he's just a bit on the wide curves. So it's a little bit of time, but he's still within the DRS window. Can Sadler finally take Daniel Kiss? Now he's right on the back of that Twister Racing car. This is probably Sadler's best opportunity to pass him. He's only 3/10 away. Surely Sadler can actually get the Twister Racing car. Still Sadler can't get past that Twister Racing car. Daniel Kiss has just got such a high top speed. And Sadler just gets a bit out of shape on them wide curves. Whether Sadler can finally take Daniel Kiss again. He's not as close as he was before, but he's caught right up to the back of him. If he can get him with DRS. So here we go, DRS on Daniel Kiss. Can he take him? He's got very good traction. This is Sadler taking on Daniel Kiss. He's pulled to the right hand side. Daniel Kiss took the defensive line. Can he make it round the outside? He's got a bit out of shape. And still, Sadler cannot get past Daniel Kiss no matter how hard he tries. That Twister Racing car has got such a high top speed. Sadler's getting ever closer to Daniel Kiss. Maybe this could be the lap that Sadler could take Daniel Kiss. Now he's right on the back of that Twister Racing car. He now can take Daniel Kiss, destroying his tyres. With 9 laps, can Tom Sadler get Daniel Kiss, or has he got just too much of a low top speed? There's plenty of curve, and he just gets a bit sideways. He may try into turn 1, and Daniel Kiss stays cool and keeps his position. And Celiento in that Crown 7 Networks car has actually caught up to both of them. And Azerbaijan is having a go at Norbert Leitner. Can he have a go at him? He's hitting 325.4 kilometers per hour. And Daniel Andonitti's got a bit sideways. So now Daniel Andonitti is down to P10. Norbert Leitner has got DRS from Daniel Andonitti. So if Azerbaijan just keeps under a second, he will take Norbert Leitner. So Sadler's having another go at Daniel Kiss. Again, he's just still can't pass that Twister Racing car. It's got such a high top speed. And this will definitely be frustrating Thomas Sadler. He's still doing a good job in P5. And in fact, so is Daniel Kiss, for that matter. Former World Trophy driver, which is now called the Pro Series, which is on tomorrow at 3 o'clock, which is 2 o'clock GMT, 3 o'clock British Summer Time. But as we focus on Thomas Sadler and Daniel Kiss, he's getting very close. He's just got a bit out of shape. And as he gets ever closer to that Twister Racing car, just keeps, and he's gone for it into turn 10. Oh, and Sadler's made contact with him. So he's got DRS again. So Celiento has really caught up to both of them. So Celiento could go for a double pass here if he has got enough top speed in that Netrex car. Still, Mohamed Patel still holds it out in first place, doing a great job, and an 11-second gap to Johnny Simon. And then Juri Toman is in third place with Daniel Kiss in fourth and Thomas Sadler in fifth. So Sadler is getting very close to the Twister Racing car, not as close as it was before. He just gets a bit out of shape, but can he finally take that Twister Racing car? Just 3/10 off. He gets that draft and gets the DRS, may be able to take that Twister Racing car. Doesn't get the traction that he needs to pass Daniel Kiss. Still doing a very good job. I'm sure he will be very frustrated. So as we focus on the battle of Sadler and Daniel Kiss, that Twister Racing car has just got too much top speed for Thomas Sadler's Go Speed car. Unless Daniel Kiss makes a mistake, I don't think Thomas Sadler will be able to pass the Twister Racing car. However, he is ever closer to that to the Twister Racing car, and he's making another move into turn 10. And he's finally got the move done, but they're side by side. He should have DRS and keep ahead of Daniel Kiss. Daniel Kiss is right behind him. And Daniel Kiss has no answer to Thomas Sadler. Thomas Sadler moves up to 4th place. Good job from him. He's finally got past the Twister Racing car. However, when Daniel Kiss gets very sideways out of the exit of the last corner, but Sadler's tyres may have gone off being behind Daniel Kiss, but Saliento is only 5/10 behind Daniel Kiss. Maybe he could have a go at Daniel Kiss if he has got enough top speed in that Netrex car. So as it gets ever closer to Daniel Kiss could lose another position, which I'm sure he'll be very disappointed with. I do believe Saliento has got the fresher tyres than what Daniel Kiss has got. So if he has got a high top speed, he could take the Twister Racing car. So here we go. Saliento gets good traction out in turn 10. He's got DRS. Can he take the Twister Racing car? He's got much higher top speed than what Sadler's got. 328 kilometers per hour. That's a huge top speed. Definitely gone for low downforce here in Montreal. They both get a bit sideways out of the final corner. And Saliento wasn't using DRS. So Mohamed Patel still keeps first place with an 11.7 second gap to Johnny Simon. If he makes no mistakes, he's easily got the win in the bag in race 1. As he completes lap 39 of this Canadian Grand Prix. Got Johnny Simon in 2nd place, and we got Shuey Toman in 3rd, Thomas Sadler in 4th, Daniel Kiss in 5th, Shano Saliento in 6th, Guido Valeriano in 7th, Norbert Leitner in 8th, Artem Azerbaijani in 9th, Daniel Antonit rounds out your top 10. And now Saliento has got DRS against Daniel Kiss. He's got his amazing top speed. Can he get past Daniel Kiss? Going side by side. We'll make a little bit of contact because Saliento gets on the grass. And that's just relieved Daniel Kiss of any pressure from Saliento. So Saliento has got to do all that hard work again to get past Daniel Kiss. Saliento is now more than a second away from Daniel Kiss, so he won't get DRS unless Daniel Kiss makes a mistake or he just catches him up immensely. So out of the 19 drivers that started, we only have 13 drivers left. So there's definitely been a high attrition rate here in Montreal. It's definitely been a good race, and Mohammed Patel still leads the way for Twister Racing on lap 40. So they've got 2 laps remaining, and he will take the win if he makes no mistakes. He's done a great job for Twister, and as he completes his final lap. So Ciliento is right, he's getting closer to Daniel Kiss, he's within the second, but he still doesn't have DRS. So he needs to wait one more lap if he can get it done on this final lap, but if he does not, then Daniel Kiss will almost certainly take 5th position, which will be a good job from Daniel Kiss. So Mohammed Patel comes to finish the second sector. He's in the final sector on the casino straight. So only got 2 more corners left to go, and Mohammed Patel will take the win. So as he comes around the final 2 corners, Mohammed Patel takes the win here in Montreal. It's a brilliant job by Mohammed Patel. Sure, David Dominguez will be delighted with his performance. He's still got race 2 to go, but that was an amazing performance from Mohammed Patel. Johnny Simon in 2nd place. What an awesome job he's done for Bros Positive Racing. They will be delighted with that result. Shuri Toman in 3rd. Done a good job for vision. Then we've got Thomas Sadler coming down the casino straight in 4th place. Another really good job from Thomas there. Started 10th place. Done a really good job around the final 2 corners. Thomas Sadler takes 4th place. Really well done to Thomas Sadler. Daniel Kiss done a good job for Twister as well in 5th place. Ciliento in 6th. Valiano comes to come and take the checkered flag for 7th place. Good job from him. Norbert Leitner coming down the casino straight as well. So Norbert Leitner comes to take 8th place, and we'll just round out the top 10. So winner Mohammed Patel in 1st place, Johnny Simon in 2nd, Shuri Toman in 3rd, 4th is Thomas Sutherland, 5th is Daniel Kiss, Geno Saliento is in 6th, Guido Valiano in 7th, Norbert Leitner in 8th, Atom Azerbaijan in 9th, Alex Diaz in 10th, Thomas Mundy in 12th, Giuseppe Marconi in 12th, Danny Randini in 13th. And that rounds out our finishes. So the people who DNF from this race is Chris Young, Patrick Coleman, Gobby, Godek and Conti. So well done to Mohammed Patel, good job from him. So we're going to take a break between race 1 and race 2. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation and this broadcast. I'm James Sadler and we'll see you for race 2. Okay, hello and welcome back. We are here for race 2 of the SimRacing A series. It was a good race in race 1 and let's hope that continues into race 2. So people from P8, so the person in P8 will start in first place and 7th will start second and 6th will start third, and then the people who finished first, so the likes of Mohammed Patel and Johnny Simon, being 8th and 7th. We're just looking at the timing, so we got Mech first for go speed on a 119.0. Definitely got good race pace here, but it's just really unfortunate with the wall to be DQ'd. So if anyone has got a question for me, remember to use hashtag #AskTheCommentator. And for people that are looking to get into competitions, well, why not join the FSR Fantasy League, where you can win Thrustmaster prizes by just entering a fantasy league of all your favourite World Championship drivers. Remember, go onto the homepage, FSR homepage, and click on Fantasy League to sign up. It's free and it's really enjoyable, and you should definitely sign up. So remember, that's Formula Fantasy League. Okay, so we've got 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock, and let's see if we can have another good race in race 2. So your current leader in this warm-up is Marek Godek for Go Speed. Then we've got Daniel Kiss in second for Twister Race in blue. Then we've got Johnny Simon in third for Biocross Positive Sim Racing. Then we have Martin Honas in fourth place for Precision Motorsports. Norbert Leitner in fifth place for Fast and Speed. Marco Conti in sixth for Twister Racing. Mohammed Patel in seventh, also for Twister Racing. Then we've got Shu Toman in 8th for Precision Motorsports, Artem Azmajian in 9th place, and then Giuseppe Marconi rounds out your top 10 for Fast and Speed Ace Panthers. So as we just come to the end of this warm-up session, with Marek Godek topping the timesheets in this warm-up session. So we are heading into race 2. So as we head into race 2, 21 laps. This is a sprint race in the Ace series. So Norbert Leitner will start on pole position with Guido Vagliano in third, Geno Saliento in third, Daniel Kiss in fourth, Tom Sadler in fifth, Shu Toman in sixth, Johnny Simon in seventh, and Mohammed Patel in eighth. Then we have Artem Azmajian in ninth. Then we've got Danny Randanit in 10th. We've got Alex Diaz in 11th, with Thomas Munday in 12th, Giuseppe Marconi in 13th, Chris Young in 14th, Patrick Holzman in 15th, Marco Conti in 16th, Martin Hodas in 17th place, and Marek Godek rounds out the 18-car grid. Holzman could make up a couple of places in that Twister Racing blue car. He seriously has got the pace, but it's just whether he has got the overtaking skills required to pass all his rivals. So Norbert Leitner leads the way from all the other drivers. He won in Bahrain from this spot in race 2. Can he do it again here in Canada? It just really depends whether he has got the pace. So as Norbert Late now warms up his tyres on Casino Straight, with Valeriano right behind him. It's got the means of an exciting race that we hope for no incidents, and keep it clean, guys. It's always awful to see incidents, because when you've worked so hard on them setups and then it just all becomes undone when you get taken out or you have an incident with another driver. So as Norbert Leitner takes the pole position spot, so they all line up in their grid spots. So here we go for this ace race. We have 1 light, we have 2 lights, we have 3 lights, we have 4 lights and 5 lights. Lights out and away we go in Canada. Norbert Leitner gets a good start ahead of Cherno Valiano, squeezing him out a bit, and there's a bit of contact with Daniel Kiss. And there's a few drivers that have run wide. And Thomas Mundy just got a tap from Giuseppe Marconi. What a start this has been. Giancarlo Sentiento had an incident at the start of the race, coming into that first corner. So he's now right at the back of the grid. But Norbert Leitner leads the way in that fastest than speed car, with Gino Valeriano in 2nd place. Daniel Kiss in 3rd, Thomas Sadler in 4th, Mohamed Patel in 5th, Johnny Simon in 6th, Atom Azmayan in 7th, Danny Vandini in 8th, Alex Diaz in 9th, and Thomas Mundy rounding out the top 10. So Norbert Leitner's pulled out a 1 second gap to Guido Valeriano. Daniel Kiss is not far behind Valeriano, so he could have a go on Valeriano. However, Thomas Sadler's gained a place from 5th position. He's right on the back of Daniel Kiss again. Maybe he's changed his wings to try and get past Daniel Kiss, so he has more straight top speed. But let's hope he doesn't get stuck behind that Twister Racing car once more. Mohamed Patel's come from 8th to 5th. He's doing a good job. He's now behind Sadler. Artem Azmayan doing a good job in 7th place. So Norbert Leitner comes on the Casino Straight with a 1.8 second gap to Valeriano. And now Sadler's having a go at Daniel Kiss. Can he take him here? Obi's looking very racy behind Daniel Kiss. Can he have him here? He's got a bit twitchy. He hasn't got DRS yet. We have to wait another lap for that. And Sadler's looking very racy behind Daniel Kiss. So as Norbert Leitner leads the race with a 2.3 second gap to Valeriano. And then you have Sadler behind Daniel Kiss, only 4 tenths away. But Mohammed Patel is getting very close to Thomas Sadler. Whether Mohammed Patel will be able to get past Thomas Sadler, because he will have DRS. And let's find out. Sadler runs a little bit wide. If he gets good traction, he can maybe have a go at Daniel Kiss. Really interesting to find out how much top speed that racing car has got with DRS. So it's Mohammed Patel, 326 kilometers per hour. Thomas Sadler just take a lot of curb into them 2 corners. So Sadler is very close to Daniel Kiss as well. Daniel Kiss is very close to Valeriano. This has got the makings to be a great battle. In fact, Johnny Simon is only just 4 tenths away from Mohammed Patel. So can Thomas Sadler pass Daniel Kiss? And it's now becoming a battle for second place, because Daniel Kiss is now catching up to Valeriano. So Daniel Kiss will get DRS off Valeriano. But Norbert Leitner has pulled out a 3.2 second gap to Valeriano. Can Daniel Kiss take Valeriano here? He's too far behind, but he is catching him. Mohammed Patel still behind Thomas Sadler with 325 kilometers per hour. But Johnny Simon's right far behind. Not that far behind Mohammed Patel either, so this is really doing well here. We've got Marek Godek and Chris de Jong both left the server. Got 4 cars all for second place, trying to fight for second place. So they will all have DRS apart from Valeriano. So can Daniel Kiss take Valeriano? So as they all head into turn 10, so hope they can keep it clean. And Thomas Sadler is right behind Daniel Kiss. And they've all got DRS, so what can they all do? So they all activate it now. And Daniel Kiss is coming ever closer to Valeriano with 328 kilometers per hour. Can Daniel Kiss take Valeriano down the start-finish straight? He's getting very close. So he just runs a little bit wide from the apex. But just now 4.3 seconds away from Valeriano, so doing a great job for them, for faster than speed, that is. So the drivers we have out at the moment is Chris de Jong, Marek Godek and Celiento. As we focus on this battle for second place, involving 4 drivers, as we all head into turn 10. So here we go. Daniel Kiss has got DRS. Can he take Valeriano now? As he's catching Valeriano. And Sadler gets a bit twitchy, he's run a little bit wide. Has this opened the door for Mohammed Patel? It has indeed. Mohammed Patel has got past Thomas Sadler. Now maybe Daniel Kiss will let his teammate through. Whether they will have team orders, we'll find out. Oh, and Sadler's just run wide, he's gone into the barrier. So unlucky for Sadler there. Just gone to the marbles and then just dropped his car into the barrier. He may have minor suspension damage, but he's still able to race. But now Daniel Kiss, right on the back of Valeriano. And Shiri Tomas just passed Alex Diaz. Still, Daniel Kiss cannot pass Valeriano. So they've gone on to lap 7 now. Norbert Leitner has got out a 6-second gap over Valeriano now. Johnny Simon's dropped off a bit from Patel, Kiss and Valeriano. Valeriano's doing well. Barry Chronic Racing. So this is your order. So we've got Norbert Leitner in first place, and we've got Valeriano in second. We've got Daniel Kiss in third, Mohammed Patel in fourth, and it's actually just been passed by Daniel Kiss. So Mohammed Patel has now just got past Daniel Kiss. So then we've got Johnny Simon in fifth place, then we've got Thomas Sadler in sixth, Artem Asmayan in seventh, Marco Conti in 8th, Danny Randoni in 9th, Patrick Holzman in 10th, Shuri Toman in 11th, Alex Diaz in 12th, Giuseppe Marconi in 13th, Martin Herdas in 14th place. Then so as Mohammed Patel gets very close to Valeriano, as he goes around the outside, can Mohammed Patel get the move done? In fact, he does. Great move from Mohammed Patel. Now he gives chase to Norbert Leitner. And Daniel Kiss is right on the back of Valeriano, so Daniel Kiss maybe be able to take Valeriano in the DRS zone on Casino Straight. But Johnny Simon's caught up to Daniel Kiss. And Danny Randoni is off. He's still in 10th position, but and now he's in 11th because Shuri Toman's just overtaken him. Shuri Toman is only in 10th position. He needs to catch up to Patrick. As Mohammed Patel catches up to Norbert Leitner. Has he got enough laps to catch Norbert? So as Daniel Kiss gets ever closer to Valeriano, can he make a move on Valeriano on this DRS zone? As Johnny Simon looks ever closer to Daniel Kiss, maybe he can get Daniel Kiss. The key really to Montreal is to have a very high top speed, as you can get a really good lap time and you have good race pace. It's all about getting that right balance in the setup. Johnny Simon getting very close to Daniel Kiss, but here comes Daniel Kiss on Valeriano in the DRS zone. He has DRS. Can he take Valeriano? Here he comes. Daniel Kiss is going to go wide. Valiano's took the defensive line. As Daniel Kiss doesn't get the move done, but now he's right on the back of Valiano. Can he take him on the start finish straight? He has the draft. He has S. Can he take him around the outside of Valiano? And Johnny Simon's coming around too. Valiano nearly taps Kiss, but ball made it without contact. Tom Sadler's caught up to Johnny Simon as well. So, can Thomas Sadler take Johnny Simon? As he looks down the inside on turn 6. And then he gets a good exit out turn 7. Can Sadler get Johnny Simon? And Simon's doing a good job in 5th, as is Sadler and Valeriano. Can Patel catch up too long, as he's going to come up to the 7th lap, and Martin Herdas has just passed Alex Diaz. 10th, as Patrick has a go on Asmar Yan. Can he get the job done? And Patrick Asmayan's just crashed into the wall. It's just crunched his front suspension. It's still drivable, but now he's dropped down to 11th place and is going to need to make a pit stop. Johnny Simon had an incident because he's now dropped down to 7th. He's now behind Marco. He's doing a good job for Twister. Sadler in 5th place, and he's going to have to catch up to Valeriano. As Johnny Simon gets ever closer to Marco Conti, as Johnny Simon got the straight line speed to pass Marco Conti. So he gets a bit out of shape, but does he have the top speed to pass Marco Conti? So here we go, he's got DRS. Can he overtake Marco Conti? And Thomas Mundy's just got past Giuseppe Marconi. As we look on Johnny Simon on board. Just can't get the move done. Hasn't got enough top speed to take Marco Conti. So they stay in the same places, which is 6th and 7th, respectively. As Thomas Sadler catches up to Valeriano, Daniel Kiss has got a 3.4 second gap to Valeriano. And Nobalena doing a good job in 1st place for faster than speed. Although Mohamed Patel is catching him, he's caught him by 2nd. As Sadler gets ever closer to Valeriano, can Thomas Sadler take Valeriano? Has he got enough straight line speed? So here we go. DRS is open. Thomas Mundy's just got past Daniel Andoni. So he's took a lot of curb. So has he got the traction? He's got very twitchy, and Norbert Leitner pits as well. Just can't have them tyres last for him. So Mohamed Patel leads with a 4.5 second gap to Daniel Kiss. So Sadler tries to get past Valeriano, and he's very close. I think Valeriano just broke a little too early, and Patrick Holzman has left the server because of that incident that he had. It's been really unfortunate for him. Had He's had the pace, just been very unlucky. So as Thomas Sadler tries to get past Valeriano as he goes around turn 10. Very close to Valeriano now. If he gets a good exit and tries to get past using DRS with his top speed, can Thomas Sadler get past Valeriano? He's very much catching him. So, doesn't take as much curve this time, gets a very good exit. This is definitely Sadler's best opportunity to pass him. As Valeriano takes the defensive line, can Thomas Sadler go around the outside? No, Valeriano defends the position very well indeed. As Norbert Leitner's right behind Thomas Sadler, he's got a lot of ground to make up. Has Mohammed Patel got enough tyre life in them tyres to make them to get them to the end? Same with Daniel Kiss. If they do, then it's a fantastic effort by Twister. 1 and 2 would be a great result for them, and it will almost certainly give Mohammed Patel a very nice championship lead. Thomas now in P7, so he's definitely made up some ground. So the people who are doing that is Patrick Holzman, Dave Anthony, Chris de Jong, Mark Godek and Geno Saliento. As we look on for the battle for third position, Thomas Sadler getting very close. Valeriano takes the defensive line and Sadler gets a bit twitchy, and Norbert Leitner's trying it around the outside. Sadler pushes him off the track and then defends the position very well. Maybe a bit naughty from Thomas Sadler, but maybe the stewards will have a look at that. As Conti has a look at Norbert Leitner, as he gets very closer, and Thomas caught up to them. So this is a battle for third place between 4 drivers who are trying to take Valeriano, but Valeriano's doing a good job. So Mohammed Patel has now got a 5.7 second gap to Daniel Kiss. And has Sadler got DRS? And Norbert Leitner getting very close to the Go Speed driver. Can Norbert Leitner take Sadler? He's reaching 321 kilometers per hour. But Sadler has got DRS. But Sadler's just too far away to make a move on Valeriano. So as Sadler gets ever closer to Valeriano, this is pretty much ruining Norbert Leitner's race since he pitted. He's been stuck in traffic and hasn't been able to make ground on the Twister duo of Mohammed Patel and Daniel Kiss. So as they all go into turn 10, Sadler getting a good drive out of, good exit out turn 10. He's got DRS, as has Norbert Leitner, and Conti has as well. So, are there going to be any position changes? So, as Thomas Sadler takes a lot of curb through the final few corners, and with 4 laps left to go of this race, if Norbert Leitner can't get past, then it will almost certainly Mohammed Patel will take the win here in race 2 as well. If but that's if Patel can get them tyres to last. As Thomas Sadler looks very close to Valeriano. It's only 2 tenths away. Oh, Valeriano just had a moment there. Lucky he didn't get it in the wall, but now Sadler's moved up to P3. Norbert Leitner in 4th place, with Michael Conti in 5th, Shuey Toman in 6th, and Valeriano has now dropped down to 7th place. He was doing such a good job for Avid Chronic Racing. Really unfortunate for him. Asmai Yan is in 8th place, Johnny Simon in 9th place, who is looking at the Muscaturu driver. Then we have Martin Hodas in 10th, Thomas Mundy in 11th, Marconi in 12th, Alex Diaz in 13th, Patrick Holman is a DNF, as is Danny Redney, Christian, Marek Godek and Gennaro Saliento. And Sadler has a little twitch on the exit of turn 6. That may allow Norbert Leitner to come and overtake him. He's getting very close to Thomas Sadler. Both drivers doing a good job for their respective teams. Just a question of whether Thomas Sadler has got enough top speed to keep Norbert Leitner and Marco Conti at bay. So as Norbert Leitner opens his DRS, can he take Thomas Sadler for 3rd place? Norbert Leitner's got a good drive out of the final few corners, but he can't make a move on Thomas Sadler, as Thomas Sadler brakes very early and it's caused Norbert Leitner to spin, and that's really unfortunate for Norbert Leitner, and he's now dropped down to 6th place. Oh, and he spun again. So unlucky for Norbert Leitner, doing such a good job for Fast and Speed, and it's all just come undone for him. Looks like he's got rear suspension damage, but just looks. But we'll have to find out, see how that Fast and Speed car is. And Johnny Simon's looking incredibly racy behind Asmai Shan. So can Johnny Simon take Asmai Shan? As we look at Shuey Toman, is only 7 tenths away from Marco Conti. Has he got enough straight line speed to take Marco Conti? So as we enter the final lap with Mohammed Patel leading, and Shuey Toman has got DRS, Marco Conti hasn't on Thomas Sadler. So Mohammed Patel with a 4-second gap to Daniel Kiss. Johnny Simon's looking incredibly racy behind Asmai Shan. Still hasn't got the move done. He's only got the casino straight really to make a move if he can't get it done throughout the middle sector. Norbert Leitner gets very sideways in that Fast and Speed car. Maybe his tyres have gone off as well. As we look to Mohammed Patel, who's only got 2 corners left to take another victory here in Canada. This is a great points haul for Mohammed Patel, who's just got his teammate in 2nd place. Mohammed Patel, an amazing job for Mohammed Patel, comes to take 1st place great job by him. And Daniel Kiss both done an amazing job, with Thomas Sadler coming in 3rd place, Marco Conti in 4th, Shuey Toman in 5th, Aslam Azerbaijani doing a very good job in 6th place, with Johnny Simon not being able to pass him. And we've then got Norbert Leitner in 8th place, with Martin Redas coming in 9th, Thomas Mundy rounding out the top 10. And Variano is in 11th place. Really unlucky for him, he's just spun. So, really unlucky for him, after he did such a good job to hold off everyone. Marconi's come to finish in 12th, Alex Diaz in 13th. And that rounds out your 13 grid finishers, with Holzman in 14th place, who DNF. Danny Madinit also DNF, with Chris Young, Godak and Saliento all DNFing. But Mohammed Patel is absolutely delighted with his victories, and why wouldn't he be? He's done an amazing job, and I'm sure David Dominguez will be elated with his performances, as with Daniel Kiss. Thomas Sadler doing a very good job for Go Speed in 3rd. Sure, Mark Alberts will be very happy with his performance as well. So that was a fantastic race, or in fact 2 fantastic races in the A Series. Remember to stay tuned for the World Championship and the Pro Series. The Pro Series is at 2 o'clock GMT, 3 o'clock British Summer Time, and the World Championship is at exactly the same start time as the A Series, which is 5:30 on Sunday afternoon. And Mohammed Patel and Daniel Kiss donutting, showing their elation for their performances. All credit has to go for David Dominguez for converting the track from R Factor 1 to R Factor 2. He's done a very good job. It looks very good, and a very nice job from Sam Jones, who's stepped for Jakob Mikkonen, who's had personal commitments, which has meant he couldn't do the broadcast, but Sam Jones done a very good job, so all credit goes to him. John Eric Saxon doing a fantastic job for FSR, and Chris Cobb for doing for the race director for the A Series. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and the broadcast. I'm James Sadler, and I hope to see you next time for round 6 of the Formula SimRacing A Series. Goodbye.